FXBros.
What's up, people? We back. We back for another live event. Going over these forex markets. What it was. As you can see, I got the dollar up right now in the 4 hour. We can see this bullish extension we had to the upside. Starting to reach an area where we can possibly look for maybe a rejection, but I would say it has a higher probability probably to come up to the 103.20 to 103.50 area. Even though it is reaching an old support here, well, we somewhat blasted through that. As you can see, we really would have hesitated right at 102.28. Right now we're at 102.44, so we pushed past that. We probably still got a little bit more higher to go. That'll determine by the candlesticks that form now. Being that we did get a nice extension to the upside, the market is starting to become due for a sell-off or a retrace. And we might come back down to these levels of 10, 101, or 102 flat, 101, 90, 80, up in that area. We'll see what kind of news we have coming out. That's going to help us make that determination. Being that the dollar was rising, that means the Australian dollar has been in a sell-off. And as we can see, even though in the dollar we didn't get any bullish, well, we had this one bullish engulfing right on around the end of September, towards the end of September on the 24th. And market met that low. And since then, we've been in a bullish run. So that's a strong low that we can look for in the future if we ever do return back down there. It's going to take some time. But from that bullish push we had on the dollar, we get the sell-off we see in the form of bearish engulfings. That was easy entries, nice setups, stop loss never got tested, and the market went in your favor. If you had first level of take profit down here to this area, 68.34, 69, let's say 04, what's that, about 70? At 70 pips, I think, yeah. Nice little move that would have happened from Tuesday to Friday. So that would have been a nice little 4-day hold for 70 pips. NFP helped that out with this continuation of sales. I mean, it was already written in with confirmations with these bearish engulfings on the 4 hour. And look at the daily, see if the daily had one, and it did. So that was a further more confirmation right here towards the end of the day on Tuesday, going into that evening. And as you can see, we get our engulfings on Tuesday early. So we got one Monday late in the evening, then after market tried to run up during pre-London, we get this sell-off into the New York session. And as you can see, the biggest sell-off we had, the most obvious sell-off, was in New York. And that's the only price that that ran up to try to test any stop losses or manipulate buyers into the market was that level, that important candle, not the one from London, not the one from leading to the Asian session. It was that next day's London, New York crossover that the market tried to test, because that's where all the traders are. So market continued. That close never happened for us to potentially think about buys, which we never got a bullish engulfing even to get in the buys, but nonetheless, that bullish move never worked out, and we continue to see sales. And not only, as you can see, we broke back below the old high of 2024. So we had an old high here starting the year off. We actually broke the whole high from the end of December leading into the beginning of January. I think that was around 68.50. I want to say, let me see. 68.70. So about 68.70, the old high was here. It was 68.36, so we obviously broke that. And as you can see, we back underneath that area. As far as where we can go for sales, the market probably has a little bit more selling off it can do. I would say maybe it wants to return back to this trend line. I'm not sure, but at least I would say a 67.75 would be a good area to as far as a low point. I mean, like I said, we always can come down here, but if we start to see signs here, that would be a first level. And of course, down here with this minor strong support we have, this level here at 67.42, 67.40, and that would put us right around that trend line right here. So if we return back to that, that's cool. That's understandable. So yeah, I don't think, just like the dollar, I think we might have some pullback for the Australian dollar, a bullish pullback, and we can probably come back up to maybe half of this area, this last extension down during our NFP, and that price will probably put us right around the top of this gap here that we have at roughly 68.20. So that could be an area we could look for a bullish pullback and possibly start to look for signs for selling. If we get one, it's a good sign to take it. Get a bearish 4 hour or 1 hour engulfing with some confirmations and signs that the daily hasn't shown any bullish engulfing, then we may get a candlestick pattern around that area, 68.20 on the 4 hour. Let's look at pretty much done a week so far in October. So the daily has basically back up to these highs to engulf us into a bullish engulfing scenario. That's kind of far-fetched. Let's see from the open. Let's see. That's roughly about, what was it, like 90, like 45 pips. Looking at it like that, it's really not that far-fetched. It just looks like that. It's crazy on the charts, but that's doable for the daily candle for Australian dollar. On average, we're at around 60 to 80 pips. So 40 pips is doable. I'm not sure if that's going to happen, especially with all this strong selling pressure we have. I would like to see the market engulf somewhat of a weaker candle, a candle that's showing signs that we about to turn around, versus this long extension we had, knowing that this came from NFP, and also stemming from bearish 4 hour and daily engulfing. So If we go to the weekly, we already 1 week in right here. And we got a weekly bearish engulfing. So that trumps everything. The 4 hour, the 1 hour, the daily. So we did get the weekly bearish engulfing. So that, I mean, I don't want to just put a stamp on it like, bam, we selling. But, I mean, when you got the weekly, the daily, the 4 hour, and we have levels that we could reach to, especially if we want to break back in this, because if we look at the larger time frames, the larger time frame basically showing this weekly kind of flag pattern that we had. We did have a breakout on the weekly, but we have yet to get a retest on this level. And that retest will put us at a nice sweet spot of 67, what's that, 67.37? 67.40, just to be a nice sweet number. 67.40 could be had as a rejection. I think on a 4 hour, what was that on a 4 hour daily? You know, 4 hour, we were looking at that level. To match this was at 67, yeah. Same price. But I also see this level too that we can reach down into. You know, if the market wants to sweep this level down here and furthermore fill in this range. We could come down to 66, roughly about 66 flat before we turn bullish again. We could come down. If this trend line is going to hold true, I would say we're going to reject the trend line. I would look to see signs around at 67.40, especially thinking about the weekly. But yeah, overall, I'm thinking sales. I'm thinking sales. What up, school?
Whoa, what's poppin'? Just come and check y'all out, man. See what's poppin', man. What we got going this week?
At this bearish market, probably gonna continue. Not still for the week. I think it'll go down to at least 60.
Yes, sir. Yeah, that Maya dropped. A lot of stuff look like it's dropped. Gold drop a little bit. Okay. But shit. AU, AU made a nice little drop, man. That was crazy. You said something about some news or something we had NFP.
On Friday, and that's why we had that big sell-off.
Yeah, crazy.
You know, it was coming off a 4 hour and daily bearish off on Monday. Continue with that bearish sell-off.
Yeah. But I mean, let's see.
We could retrace back up. I say probably as high as 68 and 68.40 type shit. Maybe higher if you want to go higher, but for sure like 68.40 would be a good area. If you could catch a nice little slight retracement buy, that might be a good area to take profit. And that area is the old high from 2024 that we broke back into since that sell-off we had, because the market was kind of hanging right here on Thursday, trying to be undecided right at that old high 2024 in January, and then we just NFP broke straight through that. So yeah, the news probably going to determine Where we gonna go next? See what we got coming up for this week. I know the Jappy Pass was running up. I got into, I want to say EJ. I think it was EJ. Let me see. No, AJ. Got an AJ buys. I got in late though. Right around up in here, like stupid late, but I was just looking at the fact that the USD in a bullish trend, that the UJ was selling off so strong, and I know, and that follows a lot of the other Jappy Pass lead with that bullish trend. The USD dollar was bullish. Everything was going up. EJ ran up, still didn't break that high yet. AJ, kind of same thing. Nothing but a high. Same with UJ. The UJ broke all high. Only reason because it's following the dollar. Yeah, a little bit. Still going on a bullish trend though. Damn, Bitcoin. Bitcoin get a nice little run. They're trying to eat up all that move ahead. And yeah, on this for Uber. Uber was still looking good. Scully in this bitch.
What's happening, brother?
What's poppin', man?
Another Sunday, man.
You already know.
Feeling real good, man. Blessed. And yeah, ready to get back at it, man.
Big facts. Yeah, I was calling out some areas I was looking at for sales. I know one of my first probably targets if we continue lower is 67.40.
67.
One of the things that's kind of lining up with is you see a little price action here, but one of the key things was this trend line that I've been having on the weekly. And after we broke out of that trend line on the weekly, that'll be the first level of retesting back to it. Is that 67.40 right here?
Okay.
Like the first level of TP. Looking at it on the 4 hours. Right around up in here.
I like that.
Mm-hmm. See what it look like.
Yeah, I'll definitely take note of that. I actually had mine a little bit lower, but it's around that zone. I think I had targets of like around 60, 67.30.
67.30. Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Same shit.
Same shit. Yeah, so
What's up with the game?
it was up.
Damn, boy. Now I was looking at the games. They just kind of started. This sidebar. I was looking at my phone.
Oh, football?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I got you.
Trying to see if that bitch go hit.
What's the score?
Yeah, I don't know. I think the Dallas game is on. Let's see. Yeah, because New Orleans look like they ain't start yet.
Yeah, they play tomorrow.
For real?
Yep.
Head ass. That bitch do say Monday.
Yeah, you got a lot to learn.
Damn, boy, I got a whole fucking parlay. That bitch ain't gonna close to tomorrow.
You got a lot to learn. But that's not bad though. That's just like me.
Yeah, I was just
That fight was yesterday.
paying attention, bro. I thought they was playing today.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, the Dallas game. Let me see.
Well, if you ask me, I think those are the best ones. Like that's what it seems like. It's almost like
You got better eyes. It's like this.
it's almost like a swing. Yeah, it's like a swing.
Yeah. It's really not showing that.
But
Nobody's.
I see sales. I see sales really continuing going.
That's a bet.
You know how far? We'll see. But I'm gonna keep it where it can go. It can go as low as like 60, 66, 70. 66, 60, 66, 70.
66, 70. Yeah. I mean, on what time frame? What you looking at?
The weekly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the daily and the weekly would probably make a little more sense, but
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I was looking at that too. I was actually calling 66 flat.
yeah, what you was looking at that off of?
On the weekly. Like 66.10, maybe not 66 flat and wholehearted, but around 66.10, 66.20. Sweeping that low, that wick.
Yeah. 66.20, I like that a lot.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, we'll see how we react to this trend line if we bounce off of here and then continue higher.
Okay.
If we just kind of hang around where we at right now, because it's kind of near a strong resistance turn support. So we could go bullish from here right now.
That's true.
Who knows? Who the fuck knows? Yeah, man. Let's take a look at this news, man. See what the hell is going on. Because I know the real world news is crazy. But as far as economic news, we have Monday, nothing on Sunday, but Monday we got retail sales for Euro coming out. We got RBA meeting minutes and the business confidence NAB. That's coming out for Australian dollar 2 news events at 7:30. Monday evening. Then we dropping back again with Tuesday evening, 6:30, Westpac Consumer Confidence Change. We got a nice FOMC coming at 1 o'clock on Wednesday. EJ probably go get a lot of action, balance of trade, retail sales for EJ. Thursday morning, 1 o'clock in the morning for the pre-London. Thursday, you already know USD 730. We got continuous jobless claims, initial jobless claims, and smack dab in the face, CPI inflation rate, core inflation rate. Previous was at 3.2. They're expecting it to go down to 3.1. I'm going to say the actual will be 3.4 or higher. Yeah, that's what I'm shooting for. And then followed by a Friday PPI, Michigan Consumer Sentiment for USD. And we got some GJ action Friday morning. GDP growth, goods trade balance, yada, yada. And if you trade on Saturday, the inflation rate for the Chinese yuan is coming out. I don't know who trades on Saturday, but try it out. It might work for you.
Let me know how it goes.
Let me know how it goes, please.
But yeah, I like this week. It's really good news. It's solid at great, at wonderful times. You know what the Thursday go give us, so I like, you know, we just got that beginning of the month, so you're going to get that CPI on the second week. That's starting to come back around. I'm starting to understand that.
Or right after NFP?
Yes.
Yeah.
So, you'll have that. And, yeah, the other thing, you know, you got Wednesday, and I think, yeah, Wednesday and Tuesday is pretty much nothing. And, or Monday going to Tuesday, you got Australia, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
yeah, we don't have nothing till Wednesday.
So yeah, this should be a quiet, easy market. I think. Just talking about the Australian dollar, meaning that whatever does happen right now, you know, I am thinking like, you know, just short term sales. But once I get any type of indication, just like Six said, we did break out of that trend line that he had, which that trend line that he's talking about, when I see it break and reject or hesitate at these areas, I look to the left and I see traffic. So I'm like, okay, it's going back into traffic. So let's see how it's gonna, like, you know, roll through this. Is it can bounce off it, or it can just ride back into that traffic and, you know, sit in that. So yeah, it's a good area. So just let price action give you a good opportunity.
Yeah, what I would like to see, just to throw out a prediction, I would like to see continuation for sales on Australian dollar with these news events. I would like to see a nice bullish push on FOMC, only to get us into a nice sell position for CPI.
Like that.
Or it could easily go vice versa, but we gonna be here waiting for the move to see what's gonna happen, because it's really hard to go off of fundamentals now, It's so much manipulation in the fundamentals. It's hard to even go out that shit. Really,
It always been to me like this. I just see that it is a
I think
high news, or what they say, red folder news and all that stuff. So I just know just around those times, whatever pair it may be, if that news is going to affect your pair, like we always got the Australia and U.S. news up, because the U.S. is pretty much going to affect all markets. I don't give a damn. Still, it's the most dominant currency used for trade and business. So when high news happen, the U.S. is going to affect some pairs. Not as much as the U.S. Um, traded pairs, but yeah, it's good to know when high news is going to be released, especially when you're trading that time. And the reason why is because it's going to do something. It's going to, jump up. It's going to increase spreads. It's going to, wiki out and all this stuff. That's when you have to step back and look at the grand scheme of things. So if you got high news coming out and you on a 15-minute, you better know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Me personally, I realized that, okay, I can't really fuck with the news. Like, I don't know where it's gonna go. I don't know what the market's gonna do. So I step back and I look at the 4 hour and then the daily, and just see the overall movement. And um, sometimes it can play in your favor, but that's if you wanna. I don't recommend trading news at all. I'll keep it real. I will wait 30 minutes at least, almost an hour, until after that news has been released, and then you can find you an amazing entry. You'll be surprised.
Right.
Yeah, that's how I go about it, man. I just look and see, okay, when is there high news? Okay, and that's around the time that I will be trading, so I will take note of that. And once again, like we've stated before in previous streams, that the news can change. They can alter. They can add a report in or something like that. So you got to be on your toes. But it's also good to know what's going on in the world, because just like Six said, like, not just the news that we're looking at. There's been a lot of crazy news that's been going on in the world. So it's like, yeah,
that affects a lot.
affects a lot.
But, yeah, I mean, as you can see, one key thing that we don't really talk about too much. I mean, we talk about it, but not a lot, because we're looking at structure and where price can go. But one key thing to remember is, if you can get the trend accurate by looking at the daily and weekly, time frames, and waiting for true continuation and trends to break out of sideways markets, these engulfing candlestick patterns are like golden. Like, waiting for those key levels. Now, granted, yeah, some of them are gonna have a situation where you make it stopped out, depending on how tight you put the stop loss. But don't keep them. Don't forget that engulfing happened for a reason. Unless if the body and the continuation happened below engulfing, like wicks don't mean shit. Yeah, wicks are used to not get you in a position for the candle to close. Like, if the market was already showing signs of going down, then yeah, I want to be out, because one thing, I don't want it to turn into a body closure and now I'm stuck in the trade, moving my stop loss down regardless. But if it wicks down or wicks up and then comes back within that range, that same bullish pattern is still in play. All you have to do is find a scenario to get you back in the market. And that could easily be waiting for another bullish engulfing, to go in your favor. But those setups are golden. It's I know it's a lot of candlestick patterns out there that all they work in certain markets and trends and shit. But yeah, that engulfing is golden. I said, especially if you buying it at predominantly a low or a recent support, or resistance, like it's one of the best candlestick patterns to roll with, to bet your money on. It's a good entry indicator and a good exit indicator also.
Yeah, man. That's why I said if you and it's always good to have that multi-time frame analysis. Like you said, I like to play it like my 4 hour is my my strong confirmation or heavy, like what I like to say. Um, my heavy entries. I used to go a little bit, heavier on those 4 hours, and on the 1 hour, sometimes I will go really, really like almost like a tester, and just treat that as like my area of interest or zone.
On Monday with this bearish engulfing, you would have went light. You would have put a tester in, and probably, if for a few hours later, you would have saw that it was in profit. Well, that's Monday at 2 o'clock. So let me go to the 4 hour. Find Monday at 2 o'clock. It's right around here. After that candle close, which is roughly around 5, we get the 4 hour engulfing. You enter here, stops above here, stops never entered. A second one. You can add to your entry here, stops above here, stops never got triggered. And that was going in line with the 1 hour tester, 4 hour confirmation. And after all these entries, let's take it even further to see how valid these 4 hours heavies are gonna work. And bam, there go your answer. Tuesday, closing a daily bearish engulfing. And then as you see the market continues lower, let's see what the weekly is showing. Bam, weekly bearish engulfing. I can't really look at the month because we just started a new month, but
That's influence though.
that's how you break it down.
So, yeah, you might have to clip that one up, bro.
And look at the bullish. Nah, facts. Monday, the week of Monday, August 5th. That was the bullish confirmation for the week. Let's go back down to the date. What was that? That was the week of what? August 5th. Go back down to the day. The daily did not give us our normal bullish setup. This is true. Like I said, we enter off the 1 hour and the 4 hour. Daily is just that extra confirmation we look for after we enter the 4 hour. So we don't really have to go off this. But knowing how we know how to trade, this daily candle would have been all I needed to see. The Tuesday after that Monday. Now, granted, the weekly engulfing didn't show until here. So we didn't know this was going to be a weekly engulfing. But this daily scenario, after all these weak-ass candles, and the market could not close lower, even though it wicked all the way down, we couldn't close. We know what this wick was. This was basically sweeping the old low of the year. If I zoom out right here, old low, market came way down here, right below it. So the market went back bullish. Go to the 4 hour. August 5th. Bam, you get multiple opportunities. We get a bullish engulfing here. But one that the reason why this probably you would have exited either in a small profit or maybe a small loss potentially is because it never broke structure. After this bullish engulfing, we had two bullish candles, followed by some weak bearish candles, and then another bullish push. But all that action never broke structure. So okay, that could be taken as potentially a loss or small profit. Then we get another one. And not only that, that one's going in structure. It didn't swing out this low. So maybe this is the bullish push. Bam. Get pushed high, but that one didn't take out structure highs. It's like, okay, bam. Let me keep waiting. And obviously on daily, we saw with that market sell-off during London. Followed by that, Monday morning, what do we get? A bullish engulfing. You missed that one? What do you get? Tuesday morning, bullish engulfing. You missed that one? What do you get? Wednesday evening, bullish engulfing. So the 4 hours starting to line up. Like I said, still in all, nobody knew that this weekly was going to be a weekly engulfing yet. The only way you could kind of have some kind of closure with the fact that after market kind of broke structure, with this, we got a bearish engulfing. What typically happens after we break structure, you get some kind of bearish engulfing reversal pattern. But what that bearish engulfing didn't do was take out this already built-in structure. It played along with it. That would have been the confirmation, more so the confirmation that we might be heading into a weekly bullish engulfing. And I'm pretty sure around this time, if we go back to the previous week, because I think this is Monday, we go back to the previous week, this was the high right here. And right around that time, that's where the market kind of rejected any form of bearish correction or continuation and continue higher. Furthermore, pushing higher above the open of the previous week, confirming that weekly engulfing. And then in the 1 hour, August 5th, is right here. Now, granted, some of these testers, you know, if you are taking profit on testers, it's probably been good areas to take profit on some of these bullish engulfings, especially that we had this kind of little support area. The market broke through that, but couldn't continue lower. We kind of had another minor support forming right here with these wicks rejecting. And that was pretty much the only one. These were not good bullish engulfing entries, even on the 1 hour, because it stemmed from a better entry. And this was getting next to all this consolidation and near the highs. So you kind of want to stay away from bullish engulfing that's near a high. So we had to furthermore wait to this area. If you would have took a buy right here, that would have easily stopped you out. You probably would have got out if you would have, you know, been paying attention. The fact that it was short-lived, the market didn't push as high as you would want it to go, or start to show signs that we about to start this bullish trend. So after that, you start to see what happens here when that sell-off in London. And then furthermore, we get the bullish confirmation that we're looking for as far as for testers. Like all these are testers. So keep in mind, none of these would have really affected your account too, but these testers would have at least been the first leg of confirmation for you to add into heavy. And as you can see, Monday, right here at 9 a.m., go back to the 4 hour. Right here, Monday, 9 a.m. Now, the 1 hour would have got you in the testers. This one would have closed near like noon, 1 p.m. And isn't it funny how the market always rejects right to that damn right around your entry, like that, showing you this was the best entry, showing you they trying to manipulate you out of your entry, especially if you moved your stop loss to break even, like you out of there. And I think that goes to test with what you was talking about, Jay, with why you don't like to move your stop loss to break even.
Right. That's almost like in the middle of the game, you realize that y'all, you know, you're getting blown out, and you want to be like, hey, y'all want to let's try this again tomorrow. You know, let's try this again tomorrow. Like, no, man, you win some, you lose some. Play the game.
Facts. Play the damn game. I ain't never lying. But yeah, just to kind of sum things up, I think we all in agreement that a slight pullback is due. We don't know how high. I was saying earlier that 68.20 would be a nice area. Stemming from this level here. It's like a halfway point from this drop in NFP sell-off. Right around the top of this range. Kind of all lining up 68.20. If we go higher, cool, but I would like to see what how the market reacts here. And if it starts to show signs of bearish, just engulfings.
There's not enough, news as far as like high news that I've seen that's going to happen Monday or Tuesday that may shake things up crazy.
Right.
So yeah, just looking at structure, I think it'll continue doing this. Continue on this sale that it's been doing. I'm biased on that side, so of course that's what I'm looking at. But just looking at the technicals and the charts, and you're getting everything that's in following. You gave a perfect example. Just looking at, okay, you got 1 hour engulfing, 4 hour engulfing, daily. Oh damn, even a weekly. When stuff happens like that, you got multiple quadruple confluences. Just something to note. Yeah.
And look what the month did already.
Yeah.
68, 67, 70. I was coming right down to that open. Yeah.
Yeah, man. So we're gonna definitely see. But yeah, like even looking at the monthly. Now that I look at the monthly, I could see this candle wicking down and then shooting back up. But that's the monthly we're looking at. So
Kind of like this scenario.
pretty much.
Looking down, shooting up.
Pretty much. It may not be that strong, who knows, but yeah, just looking at that, I can see that. Continuing. Yeah. See that continue.
That's what's up. Yeah, man.
So looked like that game just did a quick little news because I was like, kind of checking, seeing what's going on. I don't hear anything. Got the TV on in the front so I can hear it through my walls. But
yeah,
yeah, they actually had to postpone the game, so it has to be in Pittsburgh, I'm guessing. And they are having, huh?
Illinois? That's in Illinois? That sounds right. Pittsburgh, Illinois, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, wait.
Is that not right?
No, that's not right. I don't think so.
Where the fuck is Pittsburgh at? In New York, bitch?
No, man.
Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania. Yeah, I was like, wait, no, I know it wasn't that, but yeah, Pennsylvania.
No, it sounds like when I say Pittsburgh, Illinois, like it sounds like they have one there on some shit.
Right.
Yeah, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania is actually a nice city on the slick, yeah.
Yeah, I'm about to say they wealthy as fuck out there too.
On the slick though, like yeah. But yeah, they have lightning going on, so it's delayed.
Lightning?
Yes.
Got you. So I guess they got an open stadium.
Oh yeah, they got one of them vintage boys.
Got you. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's gonna make a difference in the game.
I'm about to say that's gonna be a prime time ass game, boy, and let's give more people time to put in their damn bets.
Nah, fact. That's gonna shift a lot too.
Come on.
Yeah, man.
Well, it looked like it started. Yeah, I think it started. Yep, it started.
Yeah, I'm looking at it. Prescott got about 20 yards so far.
Nice.
Passing yards. 155 away.
Thanks.
And I got Lamb. All he got to do is score a touchdown.
Okay, I could see that happening.
I
I can see them having a big game. I think it's gonna be a crazy game on both sides.
Yeah. That's crazy. Yeah, I want to go say something too, man. I know a lot of people ain't gonna listen to it, but just put it out there in the atmosphere. Look, prayers go out to everybody on the East Coast. Cause I'm looking, I seen some videos out there in the Carolinas, like that should look just like Katrina, fam.
Really?
Yes, just like it. I'm talking about whole cities covered in water.
Wow.
Water all the way up to the light pole where the lines at.
Wow, yeah, for real, man.
Nah, for real, they going through it. I ain't know it was that bad either, but you know.
Yeah, because I know it hit. You know, it was like did the Florida thing, but yeah, it did run up. I didn't know it went all the way up there.
Yeah, it went all the way up there.
Wow. Yeah, prayers go out to everybody out there for sure, for sure. I think our family out there are good for Brian and them.
Yeah, I don't think they
out the way.
yeah, I think they kind of out the way. I think it's like I want to say it's like that coastal area. They got messed up.
Got you.
Yeah, man, we're gonna wrap this one up, man. We're gonna hopefully expect the Bears to continue with their trajectory. Like I said, at least I'm looking down to 67.40. Looking for a TP around that area.
Likewise.
Yeah.
Likewise, man. Yeah, man. These markets, once they get trendy, don't try and fake the funk. Like when they get trendy, change your clothes. Go trade on the old shit. Niggas wearing the damn baggy 20 pockets. You won't catch me wearing them, but I'm just saying.
About them Jinkos.
Yeah, man. Them pants leg be like 90 feet long and they just bunch them bitches up together. But hey, a trend is a trend.
Nah, fact. And they clear too.
That's a fact, man. But yeah, that's what we're looking at. We got that. We do have news. It's late in the week. So let's make these technicals work.
Facts, man. Yeah, we're gonna be keep locked in the chat, man. We'll be back next week. You hear me? 7 p.m.
Let's get it.
All right, brothers. That'll be cool.
All right, Jeezy.
For sure. Peace.